Today on BladeHQ.com, we're taking a look at the Schrade SCHF12 from Schrade. I'm going to call it the F12 out of simplicity's sake because all those letters kind of get me tripped up. So I'm just going to go over the general specs on this one. I'm kind of taking a look at all of these Schrade fixed blades because I was curious for my own knowledge. Schrade has recently rebranded and they've thrown a lot of work into kind of creating a new look and feel for Schrade, and I wanted to see it for myself, so I'm kind of bringing you on my little journey here, but I'm not going to spend a whole ton of time comparing and that sort of thing, so I'm just going to kind of run through these really quickly. So, like I said, this is the F12. It's a modified tanto blade. The overall length on it is 9.9 inches. The blade length is 4.9 inches, made from 8CR13 high carbon steel. Check out the swedge. It's kind of got that swedge there on the blade. Like I said, modified tanto style. There's kind of this curve in the belly of the blade as well. And it's heavy, folks, 10.6 ounces on this one. So if you are chopping with it, you've got a little bit of weight sitting in there. I'm curious about where the center of the weight is as well. It's right about there-ish on that blade. Ish, right? Anyway, right in there. Just if that's something you're curious about. The handle material is G10, and it is fairly comfy. Very good ergonomics on it. I like how it fits in the hand in that grip as well as this one. They've got these finger grooves machined into the G10 as well. They've kind of a funky way to hook that G10 on there. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I was reading our description and I don't know exactly why they hooked it on in that fashion with those kind of screws, but kind of a cool look as well. If you needed to, you could string paracord straight through there and roll with it that way. Speaking of paracord, lanyard hole right there with the pommel on the end. Full-tang on this one. Now I wanted to mention, let's take a look at this. The thickness on the handle is 0.7 inches. The thickness of the blade itself is 0.19 inches. And then let's take a look at the thickness right at the blade. 0.06 inches. So just to give you an idea, I like the finish they're putting on these blades. I don't know, to me I like that old worn look to it. This looks like it could have been your grandpa's knife or something. Just kind of an old look to it, and I like that. I think it's cool. Kind of a black matte finish to it. Kind of a non-reflective surface. So, for what you pay and what you get, these are pretty darn cool, folks. I like it. $43.95 on BladeHQ.com. The handle length is 5 inches, overall 9.9 on this blade. So there's my first look at it. One last thing, comes with a thermoplastic sheath. It's going to fit in there nicely, not going anywhere once it's in there. And it's kind of got this system that you can reverse the belt loop on it however you want. I might be inclined to throw a tech lock on there and roll with it that way, make it work that way. So just depending on what you want to do, there are options out there. This is the F12. You've watched this video on Blade HQ's YouTube channel or on our website, and now it's up to you to buy this knife if it interests you, of course. And the place to buy it, as with all fine cutlery, is BladeHQ.com. Buy it now.